Okay.
Hare Krishna, deepest respects to everyone, dear friends, and our deepest gratitude to all of you. Today we are continuing finally. Last time we wasn't here.
Yes.
And we're continuing finally about the 9 processes, 9 ways of connection with the Lord.
Pardon my manners. Hare Krishna, good evening. We welcome everyone on the Ojasvi Kirtan page of our multimedia educational project. My name is Sudevi Vilasini Devidasi.
And my name is Ojasvi Das.
Yes. And today we are going to have a marvelous program, as always, online, and we thank all of you for joining us, for finding your time and interest in spending this evening with us.
As you can see here, today's topic will be Kirtanam, the second way of connecting ourselves with the Lord. And we also hope that you feel marvelously well and that your day passed nicely, that you find a way to connect yourself with the Lord. Like last time we were speaking about the listening.
Yes.
And today the second one, listening, is Shravanam, called on Sanskrit and Bengali also. And second one is Kirtanam.
I was absent last time.
And she was absent last time. So, but before we start with our program, our evening, we can start to sing a little bit, because the singing, as you can see here, as Kirtanam, is a wonderful process. First we hear that we need to sing, we need to calm down, we need to go into our center, to feel the balance, to feel some kind of inner peace, and to connect ourselves with the Lord. That's coming through the listening. We calm down our
Sensitive?
our senses to pull in how we usually spend our day, how we usually spend our moments, and we pull inside ourselves, listening, have respect and gratitude towards the environment, towards the people around us, and also towards ourselves, that we see what is happening in our mind, how we can transform all thoughts which are pulling us down into thoughts which are lifting us up. And today we will see a wonderful process. The second one is Kirtanam. And now we heard through the ears, it was Shravanam, or listening, that we will sing, and now we go to sing. So thank you very much again for joining us, and let us dive into the wonderful vibrations of spiritual sound.
Yes.
So if you desire, you can together with us warm up your vocal cords, your heart, your lungs, your body, your mind. We will just sing some sounds just to warm up ourselves, and you can follow us. You can sit nicely, sit with a straight back. You can take a deep breath. Vishuddhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namo Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Jai Jai Radha Ramana, 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 Jai Jai Radha Ramana. Jai Jai Radha Ramana, Jai Jai Radha Ramana. Jai Jai Radha Ramana, Jai Jai Radha Ramana. Jai Jai Radha Ramana, Pyara Radha Ramana. Jai Jai Radha Ramana, Jai Jai 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 Radha Ramana. Oh Radha Ramana, Jai Jai Radha Ramana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Sundar ki Jai, ki Jai. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe,
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe. Jaya Radhe, 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 Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama, Shyama, Shyama. Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama. Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama. Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama, Jaya Shyama. Jai Radhe, 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 Radhe. Shyama, 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 Shyama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Premanande, Shri Shri Radha Shyam Sundar ki Jai. So thank you very much. Hopefully it was joyful for you also. And now we can continue with the topic. He's not stopping. Okay. When we were singing name of Srimati Radharani, I remembered how my spiritual master, he said that Srimati Radharani in this world, she is enabling process of devotional service. Or in our case, today our topic is Kirtanam. Yes, the second way of connecting with God. So by her grace, by her mercy, we are able today to think about this, to feel about this, to do it actively, physically, mentally, emotionally. So that's why glorification of Srimati Radharani in form of chanting her holy names, remembering and meditating on them actually is enabling us in our devotional life, in our spiritual life.
Yes, definitely. She's giving she's a Hladini Shakti, as you know, and probably most of you knows, and she's a pleasure potency of the Lord. Without her, almost no one can taste the pleasure, because she is the pleasure potency. Actually, Lord Krishna advises. Yes, Lord Krishna advises that if you want to approach to him, he's saying to Narada Muni, if you want to approach to me, you need to come first to Srimati Radharani. You need to satisfy first Srimati Radharani. And Srimati Radharani represents the wonderful mood of understanding, of compassion, of gentleness, of caring, and all such things. And if we don't develop such qualities in our life, in our everyday dealings, it's very hard to satisfy Srimati Radharani. Not that we are becoming something bad, but she said that we cannot deal with these wonderful qualities and develop wonderful energy and wonderful atmosphere, which can help us together with everyone who is with us. And we were speaking last time about the Shravanam. As we all know, the Shravanam, or listening, is the starting initial process for everything. Whatever we desire to develop, wherever we desire to go, first we need to hear as much as possible with a free mind, with a free heart, with a clear mind and a clear heart. Not that cup is half full, but that the cup is empty. And because our mind, our especially in these modern times, it's very, very disturbed energy all around, and people are a lot in distress, in anxiety, in fears, and so many of these qualities and emotions which are disabling us to experience really connection with the Lord. But proper hearing, what is proper hearing? How can we come to the Shravanam? One yogi said, just close your eyes, and for example you can say Govinda, or you can chant Hare Krishna. If you heard it, that means you're doing Shravanam. And that's all.
That's simple.
So that's, nothing is there more. It's actually just that simple. But actually there is, we can say, just a little bit touch this topic. We can say that there is a subconscious mind, deeper part of our mind, let's say like this, which is endowed, which is filled with negative impressions, negative emotions, negative affirmations, which is actually unconsciously they're happening behind our mind, and they're telling us, you don't hear it, you don't deserve this, you don't deserve that, you're bad, you're like this, you're like that, or you're good in this way but that's not correct about you, or this person is like this, that situation is like this. And all the time we are bombarded with innumerable opinions, comments about ourselves, about others, about the situations in the world. But to be able to sit and listen without any, comment, or let's say better, be aware of our comments and just continue to hear what we are hearing. Comments are here, opinions are there, conceptions are there, but we're just hearing. We just continue to hear with our free will. So we're using our free will in the best possible way.
All those comments and all those thoughts which you experience, which you're experiencing every moment of your life, they're not you. That's something what we need to say in the beginning.
For those who don't
yes,
know, maybe.
All of us, we know this, but in the same time, all of us, we forget this by being engaged in daily activities. We have so many duties, so many things to do, so many responsibilities, and of course at some point we start to think that all this is us, and we also see those comments and labels which we put on this world as ourselves, as we think, we feel, we mark and everything. But those are just processes in the body, like in computer, like in PC. There are some processes which are going as a background, and they always working 24/7. In the same way, our mind, our intelligence, they are part of this machine of this body, and they work whether you want it or you don't. So those things are coming from them. It is one of functions of intelligence to give names to everything what we see. What is happening there, my dear?
Just a second. I wanted to do something here to lower actually the volume, but something, I don't know.
So that's why it's so nice just to, like you said, to sit and to observe all this and to listen what is happening inside of you and outside of you. It will help you to establish yourself in a space and time, to understand where you are in your life.
Yes, but to listen about the Lord and His activities is making long-lasting effect, and such a deep effect that we actually will not have any more worries and thoughts and fears how I will deal with the future tests, or let's say troubles or adversities. Because we will get His association in some way, and we will know He will deal with everything, He will put everything in order, and everything will be okay, because He is the master of the worlds. Today I read one verse, and it's one of my favorite verses from Bhagavad Gita, and the verse said, when your intelligence goes out of dance, there's a, probably the dance means very gusta, kako se kaže?
Šuma?
Dense forest. I mean, I will say this word, but
okay,
so when our intelligence goes out of dense forest of material world or illusion, then we will be indifferent to everything what we heard and what we will hear. So this is very, very important. Why we will be indifferent to everything what we heard and everything what we hear is because we see the truth. We see the truth behind the words which is happening, and therefore we are not disturbed. And in this way, slowly, step by step, we're developing through listening about the Lord, about His glories. We develop the taste, the higher taste. Like 2 verses after that one, Lord Krishna said that someone can control the senses and try not to think about the objects of the senses, but he in the mind, or she, thinks about them continuously, and it's very hard to go over that. But if you see or you taste the higher taste from that, then very easily you can leave something what is of lower taste. It's if you try not so good chocolate or ice cream, it's okay for you when you try it, but when you try some very good quality ice cream, or very good quality something, you don't think at all anymore about that one.
Water,
useless one and watery.
Let's start from water.
Water.
when you drink real water from the source, from the stream, which running downwards from the mountain. We are living in an area where lots of streams around, and you can just take water from nature, But what about those people who cannot get any drink pure still water from nature, and they drink only from bottles? They will understand the difference, when they will try the sweet water. So that's a higher taste.
Yes, that's the higher taste. When you taste something, it can be a similar thing, but it's a good quality, and it's something which is inspiring. It's something what has deeper meaning. It's something what has it gives the value to your life. That is the higher taste, and then we'll very easily leave something what is through hearing. When we hear about the things as they are, we become very much satisfied, because our life gets the value, our life gets the meaning. And now, finally, we come to the Kirtanam. I mean, we was already doing Kirtanam.
Yes.
we were singing already. That is Kirtanam, that is glorifying the Lord. So you first listen. Or in Kirtan also we do the same thing. I mean, we will go through the 9 processes. This time we will just speak about one, but next time we will speak about more. Because we don't want to spread this evenings, the Wednesday, on the 9 parts. And when we sing Kirtan, we listen, we have Shravanam, we hear the mantra, and then we repeat Kirtanam. Kirtanam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, I would say Smaranam. Then you start to remember, you start to meditate about the Lord and to remember His pastimes, His glories, and you remember His hands in your life. You remember His acts, how He saved you, how He helped you, how He arranged your life in the best way, so that you can really advance, you can really grow, and we can expand to the best expansions, the best versions of ourselves. So Kirtanam, simply we can say, is chanting, it's glorifying the Lord. It's singing the glories of the Lord. Can be also just chanting, like pronouncing glories, like speaking about the glories of the Lord. Can be also the singing. So, for example, Shukadev Goswami is explained that he is the example of someone who is making perfect kirtanam. He was speaking very purely for 7 days to Maharaj Parikshit, the Srimad Bhagavatam, and Maharaj Parikshit attained complete perfection in only 7 days. And gopis too. Gopis are also, of course, perfect example of kirtanam. and
Maharaja Parikshit is a perfect example of Shravanam.
Shravanam, yes, we mentioned this last time. For example, gopis was not going around criticizing, gossiping, and speaking about crazy things which can harm others. But no, they wanted to hear about Krishna. They were speaking everything what is connected with Krishna.
They were searching for higher taste, isn't it? All of us, all our days were occupied by searching higher taste. Another thing that we need to know what is the higher taste, so to find it. Otherwise, without listening about this, without understanding what is the higher taste, what we need to achieve actually, we will pick whatever comes on our way. And usually those are not really liberating things.
Yes.
All of us, we know, yes, it brings us to actually just a state of frustration, let's say like this. But it's very easy to overcome it, to go out of this just by doing kirtana.
Yes.
Just by doing kirtana.
We can see all around the world so many devotees, so many spiritual people start to sing a lot and in a very beautiful way. And they was listening a lot. Like Srila Prabhupada, he said, probably many of you knows who is Srila Prabhupada. He said, before I was very serious in listening, now I'm very serious in speaking. So this is something that is mutually interconnected, and it helps to each other. Whenever we hear something nicely, we can communicate nicely. And in this case, when we glorify the Lord through kirtanam, through chanting or speaking about Him or singing His glories, we are, especially when we're singing together, we can admit we miss a lot festivals and gathering with devotees around, because we cannot travel now at all, and we are a little bit limited now in Croatia here, because our papers are not settled nicely in this period, and we cannot travel. We was invited in so many places, but we cannot. And we would like a lot to come and visit all the devotees who was calling us and everyone else.
So, if you're one of those who send us invitation, or you're one of those lucky people who have nearby a festival, Kirtan festival, or you have opportunity to attain one of those, please do it. Leave everything what you're doing with the first opportunity, take a ticket, take your family or your friends and go and participate in Kirtan, join Kirtan, and experience this bliss. Because and remember, there are people like us who desire this the most, and we cannot do it. we simply cannot do it. So that's why we meet you here, and we hope that this kind of programs also fulfill you, not less than it fulfills us.
Yes, yes. I mean, such activities like a singing of the glories of the Lord are the most beautiful. You know, such activities are so beautiful and bring genuine pleasure to the soul and mind and the body.
Yes.
Whoever attains Kirtan and participate in Kirtan, especially if we participate actively in Kirtan, we feel change, we experience the change in the mind, in the soul and the body. And it's such, I mean, in ourselves. We come in contact with ourselves more. We experience the Lord more through the mercy of others there, you know, and through just simple listening, Shravanam, and Kirtanam, glorifying the Lord through the singing of His glories. And we should definitely try to find a way to spend some of time in such activities, and it is the most easy way of connecting ourselves with the divine, with the Lord, and to make our life sublime.
Here I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question. Why do we need at all to connect with the divine, with the supreme, and in which form? Like, for those, let's say, who will join this program and who maybe doesn't know about this or experience something negative in their life, and now they don't want to hear about divinity or about the Lord or something like that. What we will tell to them? What is the purpose at all?
Only what we can say is you can try. You can try how it tastes, because it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful when you really can release yourself from all your suffering, from all doubts, from all uncertainties, from all discouragement, from all such fears. When we can release ourselves from all those emotions and such negative states of existence, which actually, you know, it's very important, because we are within every day, we are creating constantly habits, and we are creating, thoughts are coming, disappointments, strange decisions, and they're bringing results. And those results force us to react in a specific way. And then we create in such a way the chain of reactions, actions and reactions, and if we have peace, inner peace, if we have balance inside, if we have stability, you know, and maturity inside, and calmness, we will make the best decisions, and in this way we will create a life which is perfectly suitable for us. Life is already perfectly suitable for us, but if we already did many not so nice decisions or choices, maybe we are now passing some situations which are not so desirable. But don't worry, if you're passing, like all of you, we are always passing some kind of situations as a consequences of some maybe not so good choices. But don't worry, the Lord is always behind us. He's always there. His hands are always here, and you can notice this just through simple, little short meditation. If you sit nicely, take a deep breath, make your spine erect or straight, your back, and you can notice that the thoughts are constantly moving and changing. You're just observing this, and different emotions are coming, different states of consciousness, and as we already mentioned, the thoughts. But it's not only the thoughts are there, but very specific thoughts are there, and coming in very specific moments, exactly in some moments which are destined for something, or after you say, oh, that was so amazing, I just thought this, and this person came and he was thinking actually the same something. And how is it? We never actually control such thoughts. We never control the movement of the thoughts. Actually, we cannot know what will come, what kind of thoughts will come, but we can know, and we can decide and make a choice how we will react on the thoughts which are coming. And this is something which is done in the best way when we have inner peace, when we have inner balance, and that is achieved through deep meditation and to celebrating the Lord through Kirtanam. I mean, Shravanam comes first, that you know how to celebrate, that you know who is that, that you know, like she said, asked why I should celebrate this person, I never met him. But actually, we constantly. Huh?
I didn't say that.
I mean,
it's nice. It's
also,
nice point.
it's also, yes.
Yeah,
but if you just pay a little bit attention to the life and to what is happening around us and inside of us, we can see that always there is some dialogue inside. Always there is some activity inside which is guiding us in a specific way, and with whom we have dialogue, with whom we are communicating and making different choices for the best of for the good of our life. That's something what deserves a little bit of attention. It is something what we're using every day, all the time. Our body, our mind, our thoughts, our emotions, and they need to be somehow in our control, so that we can really move in proper direction.
If you find yourself too tired or too disturbed to do any kind of meditation or to any kind of contemplation on what is happening in your life, if you're just frustrated and exhausted by situation in your life, because all of us, we are humans, we experiencing different things in our life. So the process of kirtanam can be Shravanam Kirtanam can be very, very easily managed in the borders of your own home. Just find some beautiful record, melody which you like, where people celebrate the Lord in any way, and listen to it. Just leave it for a while. You will see how 5, 10, 15 minutes, few minutes it will be enough to already bring you in some inner peace, and you will feel lightness. So that's how it works. If you're experiencing any troubles in your life, or you know a person who is in trouble, you can do this thing for him. Like, for example, when I was a teenager, a teenage girl, I was of course a lot in stress, and the stress was coming from my mind only, let's say like this. And my mom, she was turning on for me Mahamantra, very silently through the headphones, and it was just vibrating, transmitting the vibration of the holy name around the house. And I just didn't notice how I changed very fast, and very fast I found some space inside and peace. And she was just making it louder and louder and louder. One day I just didn't start to hear it precisely. It became audible for me, and then I started to ask questions, and I came to a real chanting, a real kirtan congregation where chanting was going on, and this completely transformed my life to the betterment, to the side of betterment, and it's still doing it, still working in the same way.
Yes, thank you. But also you can just trust your life. You can know that life has very specific moment just for you. It's specifically arranged just for you. And I had something in mind, I forgot. But anyway, I cannot remember now. But at least you can trust your life. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. You can turn to the gratefulness. You can turn to compassion if you can, and you can become grateful that you're alive, that you're healthy, that hopefully your family is good, your partner is good, everything around you, you can see it's already fine, it's already taken care of. So you can just go a little bit inside and thank that you're alive, that you're breathing, that you're healthy, that you have the roof above your head, and hopefully it's not under your head. And so these are like, you can practice. It's said that when you practice, your body, your mind becomes satisfied, and then you
Yes.
calm yourself, and then you can maybe more easily go into sense of or feeling or emotion of gratitude, to say, oh, thank you, dear Lord, thank you, or universe. If you don't believe in God, maybe you can see that there is a mystical ways in universe, and there must be some intelligence behind all this, what is happening. And you can just say, thank you for my life, thank you that I'm alive. So many millions of people dying every day, but you're alive now, and you can be grateful for this. And from that position, everything will start to go very smoothly, because we will become enlivened, we will become peaceful, and the space in our heart will become bigger, and we will not be like pressed and feel like trapped and prisoned into the mind, within the mind, and within negativity and some emotions which are not pleasant for us.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry to interrupt, but we have like 7 minutes left.
Yes.
Top.
Great. So that was shortly. I mean, we don't need to speak even more about the Kirtanam. Kirtanam, like everything, like Shravanam also, the main point of Shravanam and Kirtanam is to do it. It's just to do it. It's not so much talking about it. It's everybody knows this. Everybody have experience with this. Now you're experiencing, also you're hearing something, and your state of consciousness is changing. Your mind is changing. Your opinions are changing. You're more able to make better decisions, better choices. That means Shravanam is a very powerful process, and the sound, which is going around, through which we are passing all this, messages and tips and advices, and sharing our experiences. It's also the element which is enabling that we can hear each other. This is also a miracle. Everything around is a miracle. So wherever you turn to your body, how your body is working, so we can pay attention to those things, and everything will slowly come to to balance. And as we said, Shravana and Kirtana are not just things about which we can speak. It's something what we can do. And now we can sing a little bit more. We can sing a little bit more, do a little bit more of Kirtana.
You know what I think?
Yes.
Think on Instagram it will be written backwards.
What?
So we apologize. We apologize for everyone on Instagram if this looks backwards for you. It's written backwards, but I think it is
trick.
Like a mirror.
Mana trick.
Mana trick.
On Instagram is written mana trick. Okay, it's not written Kirtana. Mana trick. Mana trick. The trick from the mind.
Trick from the mind, yes.
Trick for the mind. So Kirtanam is trick for the mind. The mind is disturbed sometimes, and we sing and we trick the mind, and he becomes satisfied.
Yes.
So this is a very good thing. Mana trick, really.
So now we're going to finish our evening with some chanting, and join us, please. Sing with your heart and engage those around you also.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare thank you very much, dearest devotees, dearest friends. Hopefully, this some advices or let's say sharings about the Kirtanam, today's topic, was useful for you.
Yes.
And if nothing, it was refreshing in some way. So we wish you wonderful rest of the night. We wish you wonderful coming days, and please keep yourself safe, keep yourself healthy, develop inner strength, inner balance, and put your nature in order, and go for it. Give it to the others, give it to yourself, and make something very good out of your nature.
Yes, thank you so much. That was it for today. We are going to greet our friends on Instagram. Thank you so much, and see you next time.
So thank you very much, dearest friends on Instagram, and see you next time, like she said. Hari.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Once again? Yes.
Okay.
That's good. And everyone on YouTube, thank you so much for being with us. Please hit the thumbs up button. That's something new what we're asking you to do. If you're new on our channel, please subscribe, share it with others, and leave us your feedback. Maybe something touched you, or just you would like to greet us or anyone else. You can do this in the comment section. Please check the links attached to the video below. There are many interesting things, many useful things for you. Find out what we are doing, what is our project about. If you like our live streams, you can support us by pledging in the fundraising campaign. The link is down below, or by donating using PayPal. That will help us tremendously in developing our project and spreading these wonderful topics which we discuss with you around. So that's it. Thank you so much. Have a great night rest. And of course, also we wish you a wonderful finish of the Ekadashi. Today is the Ekadashi day of devotion. It's very auspicious to discuss such topics on these days. And it was nice. It was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you next time.